Hi everyone, welcome back. Steven here. Today we are looking at the 25HOURS Carplay screen. This is a 7-inch wireless CarPlay and Android Auto with a 1080p backup camera system. The screen looks like that. I'm really excited to get this installed. I have an older Toyota that doesn't have the convenience of CarPlay and I want to add it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we set that up. So inside that little box we get a lot of goodies, and let's take a look at what's in each of these baggies. Of course you get the 7-inch screen with 1080p resolution. You get the audio jack to take the audio from the CarPlay screen to the car. You get a mount, so if you want to do a dash mount, they give you a couple different options for the mount. I think I'm going to use, or at least try first, the suction mount before I go sticking things to the car. But this isn't kind of a flimsy, device. So I got another adhesive there for that. This is one of the mounting brackets, and you can see it matches the cutout there on the back of the screen. Here is the suction cup. So I think this is the one I'm going to be using initially. And so I'll put this right on there. And so it fits just like that, and you snap it into place. And then it has a screw, so you can, and we'll adjust this when we get in the car, but it has a screw where you can tighten it in the position you want, so it's always facing the direction that you want. And so that's a really nice apparatus for that. I think it's some wiring, and this one I'm going to be using because I have that electrical cigarette lighter set up right next to where this is going to go. So in the Toyota Camrys and the older ones, there's like an empty console space, which is going to be perfect for this. And then in this bag, we have the array of electronics for the backup camera. I'm lucky enough that the model I have has an integrated backup camera, but so you can see it, this is an IP67 rated waterproof backup camera. And so it has the screw holes for mounting and really long set of cable wiring so that you have enough slack to get the wiring up to the front where you're going to be keeping this. And so all of the wiring is included with that kit. So let's go ahead and take this out to the car and get it set up. All right, here we are in the car, and I wanted to mention to you the manual for the setup is really nice actually. They have a QR code on the paper version and it takes you to the more in-depth installation guide that they have on an online PDF. So if you're looking for that and you feel like there's no instructions, there's plenty of instructions. You just got to follow the QR code. And you can see the points of connection on the side. The USB-C goes right there, and the audio jack goes right here. I mean, in this car, it doesn't get more convenient than this, because right behind where we're going to mount this are the other ends to this that go right into the car. So for this vehicle, very, very easy. And so I'm going to leave it mostly tied into the little twist ties there, and that way I don't have to do a lot of cord management either. So when you first get this set up, you kind of want to pick the right angle. It's got 3 points of adjustment where you can move the screen and make it so that it faces you properly. They also include this nice adhesive pad. This is a thing that you can suction cup to that's nice and smooth. So underneath here we've got kind of a textured base. So I'm going to install this adhesive one underneath it so I have something strong to suction to. Additionally, if you have one of these rubber mats that fits into the compartment where you're sticking this, you may want to just take this out, because these are usually textured and they don't stick real well. And when you do the adhesive to them, they start to lift, and you want this to be on a solid backing. All right, and now that I've gotten it installed, you can see the instructions come up here. All right, so here we are all set up. Basically, all I had to do was find the car network and the Bluetooth, and then that synced the Bluetooth, and then I went to the CarPlay section here, which was one of the touchscreen options, and I hit CarPlay pair, and that was it. So actually really, really simple to set up, and now it looks like everything is all set up. I'm gonna go to my Apple Music there, and we'll test the audio here. All right, so I made sure to connect to the aux because I did the connection there on the back into the auxiliary jack. And then if I go to, say, some Apple Music and I want to play something, you can hear it come on. Works pretty nicely. The map function is pretty nice. Enough of that. So yeah, it has the nice touchscreen functionality. It looks just like the CarPlay in my other car. I may decide to kind of move it maybe above the dash or somewhere else, but I kind of like it down here because I can touch it easily and I can get to my maps and the other CarPlay apps. So overall, I really like it. It doesn't even block my add-on cup holder or my extra phone mount here. So all kinds of stuff going on in here. So here on the back of the vehicle, you can see my existing backup camera. If you have one that's non-functional or you don't have one on your vehicle, all you need to do is set up the cables the way that they show in the manual. So you'll plug those into the longer cords and you'll attach the camera through the bracket here. It has these little screws that hold it on the side so you can adjust the angle that you need to be able to see properly through the backup camera on the head unit. And then you've got plenty of cable to run this through the trunk into the cabin of the vehicle and then plug it into that head unit just the same way that we did with the power and the 3.5 millimeter jack. A few things that are really important to mention about this CarPlay adapter is that you can use the navigations, you can use any of the phone controls. It is a full CarPlay system, so it looks just like any other CarPlay system you've ever seen. It does all of the app functionality. I can run my Pandora and my Apple Music and all that good stuff. The installation is really easy. You don't have to really get into the wiring. You just plug in that auxiliary cable and the power through the whatever the cigarette lighter thing, and it's got a 19.7 foot cable for the camera and an 11.5 foot power cord. So it's suitable for sedans, SUVs, trucks. It has plenty of distance. It has the 7-inch 1080p, so that's 124 by 600 and 650 nits of brightness. And one of the things I thought was really interesting is it can do a wide range of temperatures. So it can go down to -4 and up around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So it can withstand freezing in winters. It also has multiple audio outputs, so you can do Bluetooth, FM, or auxiliary. And so basically any kind of configuration you need it to, it'll do. I've noticed that if you want to achieve like a moderate level of audio, you can use the auxiliary. But if you want a higher audio output, you can do the Bluetooth connection and you tend to be able to do a little bit higher audio output. That's just in my experience, but you're using the car's own sound system to do that. Hopefully this helps you make a good decision about whether something like this is right for you. I know this was for us a decision of who was going to get to drive which car. We have a newer car, and because this one didn't have CarPlay, my wife was not feeling like she wanted to drive this. And I think this is a great option for us, pretty inexpensive one to be able to just plug and play, adding CarPlay to this vehicle. So the wiring is all set up here as well for backup camera if somebody wants to do that installation as well. Basically just running the line either through the headliner or down between the seats out to the trunk, and basically just screwing that in directly, so direct connect the backup camera. But overall, I think this is a really great option, and I'm very pleased. The installation was very easy as well. So hopefully this helps you make a good decision about whether or not something like this is right for you. Thanks so much. Bye.